Most people don't fail because they lack potential. They fail because they waste their energy on the wrong things. Energy is one of the most expensive currencies you have. You can get money back. You can get opportunities back. But once your energy is gone for the day, it's gone. If you keep pouring it into empty places, don't be surprised when you feel empty too. One of the first places you should stop wasting your energy is trying to fight for people who don't want to be saved. It doesn't matter how much wisdom you have, how much potential you see in them, or how hard you try to pull them out. If someone has decided to stay stuck, you will exhaust yourself before you change them. You can inspire someone who is ready. You can teach someone who is hungry, but you cannot force someone to grow. Every ounce of energy you spend trying to change a person who doesn't want to change is energy you could have spent on building yourself, your dream, and your future. Another drain on your energy is arguing with people who have no interest in hearing you. Some people don't want truth. They just want to debate. They want to drag you into emotional tug of war just to keep you from moving forward. Stop giving them what they want. If you're arguing with someone who's not listening, you're wasting energy that could have been used to create, to build, to think. Wisdom is knowing when to walk away, because silence can say more than 1,000 arguments. Then there's chasing after what's leaving you. We've all done it. A relationship ends, an opportunity closes, a season shifts, and we waste months, sometimes years, trying to resurrect something that was never meant to last. Let it go. Some exits are blessings in disguise. Some endings are the universe clearing your path for what's next. If you keep running after what walked away, you might miss what's coming towards you. Protect your energy by releasing what has already released you. Another place you lose power is trying to defy, ND yourself to the wrong audience. Not everyone deserves an explanation. Some people are committed to misunderstanding you no matter what you say. Stop trying to get everyone to see your heart. Stop wasting hours crafting speeches for people who secretly enjoy doubting you. The best response is results. Build in silence. Succeed loudly. Let your actions settle the argument. Then there's the old pain you keep carrying. Pain can be a powerful teacher, but it's a terrible master. Some people waste years replaying the same moment in their mind, reliving what hurt them instead of extracting the lesson and moving forward. Every time you revisit old wounds, you spend energy on something that will not change. Stop renting mental space to memories that drain you. Forgive, release, and free up that energy for your future. Finally, stop trying to control what you cannot control. There are people, events, and circumstances outside of your influence that you can never bend to your will. The more you fight to control them, the more frustrated and powerless you feel. But here's the truth. You don't need to control them. You only need to control you, your mindset, your decisions, your habits, your response. The more you master yourself, the more peace and power you'll have. Even in the middle of chaos, your energy is too expensive to spend it on what doesn't pay you back. Protect it, direct it, spend it where it multiplies. The quality of your life will rise the moment you stop wasting energy on people, places, and problems that do not grow you. You have too much purpose ahead of you to keep leaking power on things that don't matter. One of the most exhausting things you can do is fight for people who have no interest in fighting for themselves. You can see their potential. You can see where their life could go. You might even see a future for them that they can't see for themselves. But if they are determined to stay where they are, all your effort becomes a drain, not an eye. Investment. You can't want their breakthrough more than they do. You can't want their success more than they are willing to work for it. It feels noble to keep pulling on them, to keep encouraging them, to keep rescuing them. But at some point, you have to ask yourself if you're saving them or just stopping them from facing the pain that might finally wake them up. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is step back and let life teach them what your words could not. Your energy is a seed, and seeds should be planted in fertile ground. If someone is not ready to grow, stop pouring water on dry soil. Redirect that energy toward the people who are hungry, who are willing, who are ready to rise, and most importantly, redirect some of it back into you. Your job is not to drag people across the finish line. Your job is to run your own race and inspire others to start running theirs. Another silent energy thief is arguing with people who have already decided they don't want to believe. Some people are not looking for truth. They are looking for a fight. They aren't listening to understand, they're listening to respond, to provoke, to keep you distracted. When you step into endless debates with them, you are letting them control the most valuable thing you have, your focus. The truth doesn't need constant defending. You don't have to prove yourself to every skeptic or explain yourself to every critic. The moment you start trying to convince someone who is committed to misunderstanding you, you've already lost because you put your energy into a battle that cannot be won. Learn to recognize the difference between a conversation that builds and one that drains. A conversation that builds leads to clarity, understanding, and growth. A conversation that drains just circles around in frustration, defensiveness, and ego. Walking away is not weakness, it is wisdom. It's saying, and I refuse to spend my mental and emotional resources on someone who has no interest moving forward. When you stop arguing with the unwilling, you'll be surprised how much mental clarity returns to you. You'll have energy to create, to solve real problems, to move towards your goals, instead of wasting it trying to win battles that were never meant to be fought. One of the most painful energy leaks in life is chasing after what's already leaving you. We do it with relationships, we do it with opportunities, we even do it with old versions of ourselves. Something starts to fade, and instead of letting it go, we grab tighter, as if holding on will force it to stay. But here's the truth. What is meant for you doesn't have to be begged to stay. When someone decides to walk away, let them go. When a door closes, stop standing there staring at it. When a season of your life ends, stop trying to relive it. Chasing after what's leaving you keeps you stuck in the past and blind to the new opportunities being placed in front of you. It's like running after a bus that has already left the station. You exhaust yourself, you get frustrated, and you still don't end up where you wanted to go. Everything that leaves your life creates space for something else. But if you keep wasting your energy holding on to what's gone, there's no room for what's next. Trust that endings are often divine setups for better beginnings. Trust that what's for you will stay, and if it doesn't stay, it was never truly yours. The sooner you stop chasing what's leaving, the sooner you start attracting what belongs in your life. Your energy is too valuable to spend on things that are already walking out the door. Let them go and put that energy into preparing for what's coming next. One of the quickest ways to drain your energy is trying to explain yourself to people who have no interest in understanding you. Some people are not asking for clarity. They are looking for confirmation of the negative picture they already painted of you. No matter how carefully you choose your words, no matter how many times you repeat yourself, they will twist what you say to fit the story they already believe. When you keep defending yourself to the wrong audience, you end up fighting a battle you cannot win. You wear yourself out trying to convince people who secretly enjoy doubting you. And here's the hard truth. You don't owe everyone an explanation. You don't need every single person to agree with your choices, approve of your vision, or cheer for your decisions. Your best defense is not words, it's results. You can waste days trying to prove yourself right, or you can use those same days to build something undeniable. The people who matter will see your heart through your actions, not through your arguments. The people who don't matter will keep talking no matter what you do, so let them talk. Every minute you spend defending yourself is a minute you could have spent creating, building, moving forward. Don't let the wrong audience become a roadblock on your journey. Keep walking. Keep working. Keep producing results so big they silence the debate. One of the heaviest loads you can carry through life is old pain. Pain has a purpose. It teaches, it shapes, it refines, but it was never meant to be a permanent place of residence. Too many people take a temporary wound and turn it into a lifelong identity. They rehearse the hurt, replay the betrayal, relive the failure over and over again until it becomes the soundtrack of their life. Every time you revisit that pain, you pay for it again. You lose peace, you lose focus, and you lose the energy that could have been spent building a future instead of reliving the past. Pain is supposed to be a teacher, not a prison guard. Learn the lesson, take the wisdom, and then leave the classroom. Holding on to pain doesn't punish the person who hurts you. It punishes you. Forgiveness isn't letting them off the hook. It's letting yourself out of the cage. Releasing the pain doesn't mean forgetting what happened. It means refusing to let it control you any longer. Your destiny cannot be built on the ruins of resentment. You cannot step into what's next while clinging to what broke you. Heal, not just so you can feel better, but so you can get your energy back. When you put down the weight of old pain, you free up the strength you need to build the life you were created for. One of the greatest drains on your energy is trying to control things that were never yours to control in the first place. You can't control other people's choices. You can't control the economy. You can't control the weather. And sometimes you can't even control the timing of the very things you've been praying for. Yet so many people exhaust themselves trying to bend the world to their will instead of mastering the one thing they actually have authority over, themselves. The more you try to control the uncontrollable, the more frustrated and powerless you feel. It becomes a vicious cycle. You push harder, things resist. You get angry, you push even harder, and end up completely drained. The truth is, your energy is not meant to be wasted on micromanaging life. It's meant to be used to create, to act, to respond wisely when things happen. Peace comes when you shift your focus from controlling the outcome to controlling your input, your thoughts, your habits, your discipline, your attitude. When you can't control the storm, you can still control how you sail your ship. When you can't control what happens to you, you can still control what happens in you. Trying to control the uncontrollable is a losing game. But controlling yourself, that's where your power lives. That's where you get your energy back. When you stop wasting effort on what you can't change, you'll be shocked at how much progress you can make with what you can. At the end of the day, your energy is your life force. Where you spend it determines the quality of your future. If you keep fighting for people who won't fight for themselves, arguing with those who don't want truth, chasing after what's leaving, defending yourself to the wrong audience, holding on to pain, and trying to control the uncontrollable, you'll have nothing left to build the life you were created for. But the moment you take your energy back and redirect it toward what grows you, your goals, your faith, your purpose, your discipline, everything changes. You stop living exhausted and start living empowered. You stop reacting to life and start creating it. So guard your energy like treasure. Spend it on things that multiply it. Protect it from what drains it. Your future, your destiny, your impact, they all depend on where you choose to invest this priceless resource. Don't waste it, build with it. Because the world needs the strongest, clearest, most focused version of you.